I yield back.
Thank you, Mr. Liu. Mr. Watkins, you're recognized.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for being here, Mr. Hook. Does the administration hold the long-held belief to assure freedom of navigation throughout the Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, and other waterways?
Yes, it's an important national security and economic priority.
Last week, the president tweeted, it is too soon to even think about making a deal. They're not ready, neither are we. What do you believe it'll take in order for Iran to begin negotiations, sir?
From the time we left the deal, we made it very clear that we want a diplomatic solution to the broad range of threats that Iran presents to international peace and security. We have made that repeatedly. The president has done it repeatedly, that he is ready to sit down. Secretary Pompeo said he will sit down without preconditions. President Trump endorsed Prime Minister Abe making an historic visit to Iran to pursue a diplomatic outcome and to lead to talks. The supreme leader of Iran put out a few tweets that made it very clear that he will not even listen to the president. And then for good measure, he attacked a Japanese-owned tanker. Iran continues to reject American overtures for a diplomatic solution. And we have seen no relaxing of that. And we have made it also very clear that Iran can either start behaving like a normal country or it can watch its economy crumble. And we are committed to driving up the costs of Iran's violent foreign policy.
Final question, Mr. Hook. The regime in Tehran is one of the world's worst human rights abusers. How does that, or does that, and how does that weigh into the calculus of our dealings with Tehran?
In September, I put out a report that was released during the UN General Assembly, and I devoted an entire chapter to Iran's human rights violations. I'll give you one example. There was one Canadian-Iranian who founded I think it was the Persian Wildlife Foundation. He was arrested and then died in prison. You have Iranians who protest because they want clean air and they want clean water and they want to protect wildlife, and the regime responds by killing them. You have women around Iran who are denied their basic dignity. And so we stand very strongly with the Iranian people, especially Iranian women.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Mr. Hook. Mr. Chamberlain, you're back.
Thank you, Mr. Watkins.